Hi, so Ingrid, Miss Glamorazzi, started a tag called I Love Spring, and I thought that this would be a wonderful way for me to share with you guys a lot of my spring favorites. And there are 12 questions in this tag, and the very first question is favorite spring nail polish, which I have in my hand right now, and it is Turquoise and Caicos by Essie. I got this nail polish in Ulta, but I swear I saw it at CVS as well. Now, I could be wrong, but definitely check CVS or Target if you don't have an Ulta near you. Now, this isn't quite a Tiffany blue, although it sort of looks like a Tiffany blue. I think there's too much of a darkish green color for it to be a true Tiffany blue. And as far as a mint green, I feel like there's almost too much blue for it to be a mint green. But I love this. This is definitely a favorite nail polish of mine. And what is your must-have lip color this spring? I think you guys probably know what that is by now. And that is MAC's Candy Yum Yum, and it's what I have on my lips, and it's what I've been wearing a lot. And just so you know, I will be switching it up, so don't worry about it. It's not going to be the same lip color all the time. But it is a very hot pink, and I absolutely love it. I got it from a collection that MAC came out with last year, and I am pretty positive that it is part of their permanent line, and I get compliments on this everywhere I go. When I first wore it, people kept staring at me, and I thought, is it the lipstick? Or do I have something in my hair or something? It was just kind of weird. But now I've been getting compliments, like whether it's at the mall or walking down the street or even in the grocery store, women have complimented me on this color, and it is MAC Candy Yum Yum. Very hot pink and very pretty. Let's see, what's number 3? Number 3, show us your favorite spring dress. Okay, now I am very insecure about my legs, so I tend not to wear dresses too much, although I do own quite a few dresses. I tend not to wear them very often because my torso is very long and my legs are very short. And yeah, it is extremely noticeable. I kind of make shorts work a little bit. I cannot wear like pedal pushers or what do they call them, floods, or I don't know, one of the many things they've come up with for crop pants, because I just look really funny. But I do have a favorite spring dress, and this is a dress that I got when I was a teenager. It says Arden B on it, which is a line that I do remember, and I got it from Wet Seal many years ago. It kind of has that yellowing color to it, but it was always been an off-white, so you can't really notice it because it is an off-white with grayish colored floral print, which I absolutely love. It's a very soft, spring-like dress, slightly whimsical, I like to call it myself, with just spaghetti straps. And I am so glad that this still fits because this is one of my favorite dresses that I own and one of my favorite just all-time dresses. Let's see, number 4. What's your favorite flower? My favorite flower are tulips, and I have a little story that goes with this. When I was a little kid, walking to and from school, I always walked past this house that had this big, gorgeous garden. Now, the way they had it set up was, it didn't have like a fence or a gate or anything around it. It was just like a stone wall, and then all of this like perfect grass. I mean, perfectly green, perfectly cut, just absolutely gorgeous grass. And they had tons of tulips all over it, and it just looked gorgeous. They had yellow ones, they had I think orange ones and red ones, and they had ones that were like, I think they were like yellow and red or something like that. They had like a two-tone one, and I would always take one of each and bring it home, and my mother was like horrified because she didn't want me, you know, killing the flowers or messing up the garden. And now as an adult, I definitely understand that and would not be taking anybody's tulips now, so don't be taking people's tulips, people. But I still love tulips, and those are kind of cherished memories for me. So number 5, favorite scarf or accessory for this spring. I'm going to go with the sunglasses that I just got, the Armani Exchange ones with the white handles. I think that these are going to be my favorite for spring because I have been looking for some, ooh, these need to be cleaned. But yeah, I've been looking for some white ones. I did have white sunglasses in the past that were really tiny, and, you know, over time the screws just get a little loose, and there comes a point where you can't just keep screwing the little screws because the screws are loose, you know. But I think these are going to be my favorite accessory this spring. And number 6 is, what spring trends are you most excited about this year? Makeup, fashion, or both? I'm going to tell you guys both. And for makeup, it is the fluorescent colored lips and the fluorescent colored nails. I love fluorescent colors. I always have. And when I was younger, it was a big fashion trend. And also, this is going to sound a little funny, but a couple of months ago, I was watching The Golden Girls, and I was just paying attention to like the colors of like the color scheme of like the apartment and the places they were, as well as the colors of some of their outfits, because it was like the later episodes I was watching. And it just reminded me of how my house was when I was a kid, and like my grandparents' house. And the colors were what I am seeing everywhere in the mall now, and I'm really excited. It's like the peach, the turquoise, the white. It's bright but soft and just happy colors. So I am really excited for those colors, and I guess that kind of a trend. Let's see, for number 7, it says favorite spring candle. I just did my candle collection video, which I will link in the bottom bar below. I don't really have many spring colors, I don't think. Spring colors, what am I talking about? Spring candles, I don't think. I don't have any like floral scents or anything, but I do think that Yankee Candle's Early Sunrise would fit perfectly with spring, partly because spring is when we start getting an early sunrise. And it just has a very soft, light, spring type scent. So yeah, number 8 is favorite body spray or perfume for spring. Now, this is a sample that I got. I just wanted to try it out, and I am definitely going to buy the full size. This is for Botanica by Balenciaga, and the packaging looks like this, and I've seen the bottle. The bottle has this type of like a design on it, but I'm absolutely loving this scent. It does sort of have, I guess, kind of a florally scent, but more like a woodsy florally scent. It's really hard to explain, but I cannot wait to get the full size of this. This just smells amazing, and I've been obsessed with it ever since I got this little sample, and I'm sure I'm probably almost out in the sample. Let's see, for number 9, what is spring like where you live? I live in the northeast of the United States, so it is cold. Like, spring is in, what is it, 2 or 3 days, and it's about to snow. So it's cold where I am, but the second part starts to get warmer. Like in the first part, you still wear spring jackets, as we always called them, or like windbreaker jackets. You can't quite wear shorts yet. It's still potential snow. There's freezing rain. It's just kind of a hard transition. And then toward the end of spring, it's warmer. You can wear shorts. And yeah, sometimes, I remember one year, all of May was warm. It was absolutely gorgeous. So it's really unpredictable here. Number 10, what's your favorite thing about spring? Well, one of the things is, I know that spring has arrived when Red Soxes have had opening day at Fenway Park, and when the Boston Marathon has been run. Like that day, the day of the Boston Marathon, you know that it is spring. Spring has sprung. Everybody is excited, which is basically Patriots Day. That's when they usually do the Boston Marathon. So yeah, I think everybody's a little happier because it's no longer winter. They don't have to, you know, constantly worry about shoveling snow, shoveling out their cars, starting their cars before they get into them. Like, you just don't have to think about all that extra stuff. You can kind of be a little more relaxed. And the weather's getting nicer, so you could be outside more. So those are my favorite things about spring. And 11, are you a springtime cleaner? I'm not really sure. Like, I would say yes, I guess, but not really consciously. Like, I don't just say to myself, it's spring, I gotta clean, I have to pick a time to clean. I don't, like, put any of that pressure on myself, but I do a big cleanup in spring. I noticed, like, I was shredding papers earlier and getting rid of things that have expired and stuff. So I would say yes, I guess. And number 12, any plans for spring break or an upcoming vacation? It is spring break right now. My plans are to work really hard on my YouTube channel and work really hard in my math, which doesn't really sound like a spring break, but it is what it is. And it also says, any plans for spring break or an upcoming vacation? I don't have any upcoming vacations. I'm not really one for vacationing, but I do have some things that I'm hoping for next year, but we will all have to wait and see. And I tag GlamMandie Beauty and the Tube, and the Leo the Great 15, and I tag all of you. If you guys do this, please leave it as a video response because I would love to see your favorite spring things, and I will see you all soon. Bye!